All right, in the next 20 or 30 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to find the perfect spot to live here in Las Vegas, Nevada. You guys love it when I use the map in Google Earth to show you around Vegas. So in today's video, we're going to use the map for me to teach you everything there is to know about living here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're going to jump into the map right now. I'm going to start with showing you the general areas of Las Vegas, with the whole goal is to show you these communities, suburbs, neighborhoods where people are choosing to live. We're going to show you a lot of the master plan communities, and at the end of this video, you're going to be able to rule out about 90% of the areas that you wouldn't have wanted to live in anyway. I'm going to give you the pros and the cons of these areas, exactly what it's like to live in these areas, who's living there, everything you could possibly want to know. This is the only video you're ever going to need, so let's jump into it right now. All right, as promised, we're going to jump right into the map. I'm going to show you just a general overview of Las Vegas and the surrounding communities. And grab my pen. First, I want to start by just showing you the main thoroughfares. We've got the 15 that comes from California right up through the middle of town up towards Salt Lake City. We've got the 95 that comes out of downtown and then goes up to Reno. We've got from downtown the 515 that circles down the east side and down towards Boulder City and actually turns into Interstate 11 out towards Arizona. We've got the 215 Beltway that circles all the way around the outside of the city, up through Summerlin, around through the northwest side, up through North Las Vegas, and connects to the 15 up at the racetrack. Then we've got Summerlin Parkway that connects over to the 215 from the Summerlin Curve. And that's basically the main highways through Las Vegas. By the way, I have a lot of people comment that it drives them crazy when I say the 95 or the 15. What do you guys say? Put it in the comments below. I would love to hear what you say. I don't know what else to call it other than the 95, the 215. So anyway, so now I just want to show you the overall general areas of town so you'll have an idea of where everything is. We've got north of Las Vegas that sits right up here. And then the nicest part of North Las Vegas is a master plan community called Aliante that sits right here. We've got what we call the northwest side of town right up here. It's kind of comprised of Sky Canyon up at the very northwest part. We've got Providence that sits right over here, and then we've got Centennial Hills that sits right in here. In between we've got Tule Springs and Elkhorn, but then this area we kind of call Lone Mountain. Then we've got Summerlin that sits right in here, comes right down like this. We've got Spring Valley that sits right in here. Down we've got on the southwest side of town, we've got Rhodes Ranch right here. We've got Mountain's Edge that sits right here. Southern Highlands right in here, and then Nevada Trails right in there. As we go over to the Henderson side of town, we've got Green Valley Ranch that sits right in here. We've got Green Valley, which sits just to the north of it. We've got Silverado Ranch that sits right in here. We've got Anthem right in here. Seven Hills. We've got Inspirada right down here. Then we get over to what we call Old Henderson, which is right in here. It includes Lake Las Vegas and Cadence. We got Boulder City down on the far southeast side, down near Hoover Dam and Lake Mead. We've got Sunrise Mountain here on the east, Nellis Air Force Base to the northeast. We've got downtown Las Vegas, and then we've got the high-rises along the strip right down and through here. So there's an overview of the general parts of Las Vegas. Now, in order to zero in on that a little bit more, we're going to first start and take a look at Summerlin. But the only way for me to show you that is to zoom in a little bit more. So let's head over there. Okay, now we are zooming in on just Summerlin. Here's the outline of the boundaries of Summerlin. So I just want to spend a little bit of time talking about what is considered the #1 master plan community in Las Vegas, without a doubt, probably one of the top in the country. It's where everybody wants to be. It's a little more expensive than most parts of town. Actually, in some ways, it's a lot more expensive than a lot of parts of town. So let's zoom in a little bit and take a little closer look so we can get a better idea of what it has to offer. The heartbeat of Summerlin is downtown Summerlin. Let's turn on the satellite images so we can get a little bit better idea. We've got downtown Summerlin, Red Rock Casino. Let's get down and take a little bit of a look. Let's jump down to street level and just see what it looks like. So this is what downtown Summerlin looks like. It's an outdoor shopping area, tons of restaurants and shopping and bars and just everything that you could possibly want right here in the middle of Summerlin. You've got, Lululemon, you've got Sur la Table, you've got every type of shopping in the world. You've got the Anchor, you've got the different Anchor stores. You've got Macy's here, you've got Dillard's down at the end here, you've got Trader Joe's here. You've got absolutely everything here in downtown Summerlin. How do I get out of here? Let me get out of the street view. Right here we've got Red Rock Casino, which is part of what we call our local casinos. It's a beautiful casino. We owned by Stations Casino. They've got several here in town. They've got Green Valley Ranch Casino, which we'll show you here shortly. Aliante Casino. They're building several new ones. We'll touch on some of those as we look around town. We've got the Las Vegas Ballpark, home of the Aviators. We've got Lifetime Athletic right here. We've got, wait a minute, I gotta move this guy so I can get to him. We've got a lot of shopping right here on Charleston Boulevard. We've got Costco, Lowe's, Office Depot, Best Buy. We've got lots of restaurants. Hash Hash A Go-Go, which is a great restaurant. BJ's Brew House. As you come down along Charleston Boulevard. Hang on one second. Let me move this out of the way so I can turn him off. We come down Charleston Boulevard. We get down to Charleston and Rampart, where there's tons more shopping and restaurants and things to do. We've got Whole Foods here. We've got on the other side of the street, we've got Honey Salt and Athleta, North Italia, Pottery Barn. We've got Williams Sonoma. We've got a fuzzy car. Right over here in the corner, we've got P.F. Chang's. Let's jump out again. I'll show you just a little bit more down in this area. If we jump over here to Kona Grill, we've got Cheesecake Factory. You've got Living Spaces, REI, Total Wine, Kona Grill, just tons of restaurants and shopping. Go just a little bit further up, we've got an area called Tivoli Village. Right here in Tivoli Village, you've got, again, great shopping, great restaurants. We've got Echo and Rig. They have lots of things going on at night, live bands, just a really, really fun area here. Let me turn this off and zoom out a little bit more. When you look at Summerlin in general. Let me get the pin again. We've got this area here is Sun City, Summerlin. We've got the hills. We've got the arbors. We've got the vistas, the paseos, Red Point. We've got Summerlin Center. You go down just a little bit more. We've got Red Rock Country Club. We've got Bears Best and the Ridges. We've got the Summit. We've got the Hills. I'm sorry, not the Hills, but the Willows and the Gardens. We've got the Mesa and the Cliffs. And then also Regency right down here. So that kind of covers Summerlin. If you're looking for, you'd like to be in Summerlin, but you don't want to spend that much money. So let's look at some areas where you can be adjacent to Summerlin, still be 5-10 minutes away from all that Summerlin has to offer, but get a little bit more bang for your buck. Grab the pin again. We got this really great area here called Desert Shores, which is one of only 3 areas of Las Vegas that has where you can live on the water. We've got Desert Shores, we've got the lakes right down here, which I'll show you in a minute, and then we've got Lake Las Vegas. So here, let's jump down. I want to just show you what this looks like. All right, so bear with me here. We're going to try again to get down here to let you see what this looks like from eye level. There we go. Let's get up on the bridge here. Now you get a general idea of what these the lakes look like. Not the lakes, but Desert Shores, the homes on the lake. You've got little, I don't think you can have full-on motorboats, but I believe these do have like trolling motors to kind of putt around. There's some great shopping and great restaurants here at Desert Shores as well. So let's jump back out. Another great area to look at to be adjacent to Summerlin is the Lone Mountain area. Got some new construction that has been happening right up in this area over the last few years. You have this area along Cheyenne. There's some beautiful homes that you can still find in this area that are a lot more affordable, and then you're just 5 minutes away from everything that Summerlin has to offer. Let's jump out just a little bit and go down. This area is known as Pecole Ranch. Again, just right adjacent to Summerlin. Homes are just a little bit older than Summerlin, but a lot of value in here. You've got the private guard-gated community of Canyon Gate right here. Canyon Gate is a beautiful golf club community, again, just adjacent to all that Summerlin has to offer. And then, as I mentioned before, this is the lakes right here. Again, adjacent to Summerlin. Come down just a little bit to the south. You can, so just to the west of Hualapai is what is considered Summerlin. So if you come down in this area here, there's some beautiful homes that are definitely a lot more affordable than just right across the street into Summerlin. And then you'd have that be adjacent there as well. Also, just a little bit further south to Rhodes Ranch is also very convenient to Summerlin. We also have Nevada Trails that sits right in here. And then you get a little bit further away when you come down to Mountain's Edge, but these would still be considered fairly close to Summerlin. While we're here, I wanted to point out one other thing. Right now, they're building the Durango Casino, Hotel and Casino, which is another Stations Casino, just like Red Rock Casino and Green Valley Ranch. So that's under construction and almost done. It's going to be open in November. So that is the Summerlin side of town. Now we're going to take a look over into New Henderson, and so let's take a flight over there. So let's go. Okay, now we are going to continue our tour over in what we call New Henderson. We're going to start over at the district at Green Valley Ranch. Again, let me turn on the satellite so we'll get a better view here. Just like the downtown Summerlin is the heartbeat of Summerlin, the district is kind of the heartbeat of New Henderson. Let's jump down and take a look at some of what it looks like. Let's see if it will let us here. So this is the district. You've got Cheesecake Factory, you've got Whole Foods, you've got REI, you've got tons of restaurants, lots of shopping. We got farmers markets every Thursday. We got a lot of times live jazz out. You got the splash pad for the kiddos, Williams Sonoma, Pottery Barn, Lululemon, all of the same type of anchor stores like we had there in Summerlin. Zoom out just a little bit. All of this area down through here, this is called Paseo Verde. Absolutely gorgeous. Tons and tons of trees. When we talk about not being lots of green in Las Vegas, this part of town is one of the greenest parts of town. It's grandfathered in. There's tons of trees and parks and grass. We've got the Dollar Loan Center here, which is home to our AA hockey team, the Silver Knights. We've got the Henderson Multi-Generational Center here. We've got Green Valley Ranch Casino. It is absolutely gorgeous casino. Lots of great shopping and restaurants associated with Green Valley Ranch. We've got Lifetime Green Valley right over here. Just zoom out just a little bit. Let me go back to the street view. As I mentioned earlier, Green Valley sits right in here. We work our way down St. Rose Boulevard. We've got Silverado Ranch right over in here. Again, a little bit older part of town. A little bit more value can be found in this part in Silverado Ranch. We work our way down to the end of St. Rose. We've got the M Resort and Casino here. It's absolutely beautiful casino, also owned by Stations Casinos. We've got Inspirada that sits, let me grab my pen. Inspirada sits right in here. This is one of the fastest growing parts of town. Lots of families moving into this area. Great schools here, lots of parks. Since it sits right beside the Henderson Executive Airport, I'm not allowed to fly Wilson, our drone, so we can get the bird up in the air to show you any drone pictures, but we've got some other pictures in here. Wanted to point out this part of town, this quadrant right in here. Let me turn the satellite back on. So as you can see, there's a lot of desert here. So Inspirada sits right in here and is being built out right in through here. But all of this area in here is where all the development and future homes and master plan and lots of shopping and everything is being built out in here. So there's going to be a lot of appreciation for this part of town because this is just growing. There's only two or three really bigger parts of town that are left to be developed. So this is one of them. So something to keep in mind there. As we move over into Anthem, we've got up in the, which is really, as you work up this way, you're working uphill all this way. You're working up towards Black Mountains this way. So this is called Madera Canyon, which sits right up here. This is the highest part. So it's also the furthest away. If you're going to live up in this area, you probably don't want to have to commute every day to the strip or to different parts of town, because it's kind of hard to get up here, but it is very excluded. It's very quiet. It's very beautiful. Unbelievable city views from everything up here. You have just tons and tons of views. So up here we've got Sun City Anthem that sits right up here. We've got the Anthem, Sun City Anthem Community Center, again with these incredible city views back towards downtown Vegas. We've got Anthem Country Club that sits right up here. Anthem Country Club is one of the most exclusive country clubs here in Las Vegas. Beautiful golf course. Again, all of these homes have just unobstructed city views looking back this way. As we move a little bit to the north, we've got Seven Hills that sits right in here. We have Grand Hills and Seven Hills that sits right in here. Absolutely beautiful. Grand Hills has multi-million-dollar homes. Again, all of this amazing views. Seven Hills has a very California feel to it. It's a beautiful area of town. You know, I mentioned in previous videos about how in my previous career I moved around to a bunch of different cities and different states, and I sure wish we would have had videos like this back then to help us learn more about those cities before we moved there. So we put these videos out every week. Be sure and subscribe and hit that bell icon so you'll be notified when we do come out with that new video. We do work our butts off days, nights, and weekends. We're the #1 relocation team here in Las Vegas. We're here to help you make a smooth move to Las Vegas, but the only way we can help you is you got to reach out. So give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email so we can help you make a smooth move to Las Vegas. Let's work our way a little bit to the east. As we move to the east, we've got McDonald Ranch, which is a 55-plus community that sits right in here. McDonald Ranch has some beautiful homes that are not quite as expensive as some of the other 55-plus communities. Sun City Anthem, for example, is quite a bit more expensive than Sun City Anthem. As we move just a little bit further over, we've got what's known as Roma Hills that sits right here. And then just above Roma Hills, we have the ultra exclusive community of Ascaya that sits right in here. Ascaya sits way high above the hills, cut into the hillside. Absolutely gorgeous. Then we have the guard-gated community of McDonald Highlands that sits right in here. McDonald Highlands is home to Dragon Ridge Country Club. Also have very similar to Ascaya, cut into the hillside, multi-million-dollar homes. Again, amazing views. One thing that you can't make more of is views. So if you're looking for high-end homes and country club living, McDonald Highlands is hard to beat. Jump out of the map of the view of that part of town. Now we're going to go to what we call Old Henderson and what people in Summerlin call Hendertucky. There's a big kind of feud between people who live in Henderson and people who live in Summerlin. Henderson people call the Summerlin people Summerlin snobs. Summerlin people call people who live over in Henderson, they say they live in Hendertucky. We've got, again, New Henderson and Old Henderson. Old Henderson is, again, a little bit older homes that were built in the 70s and 80s for the most part. It's a little bit more laid back living. So if you don't want the hoity-toity lifestyle and you really want just a little more value in your home, you can look here in older Henderson. Some beautiful areas in here, pockets of absolutely gorgeous. You got a racetrack that runs along here, and beautiful homes that sit up on the hill that again have incredible city views going back that way. We've got Water Street District right down here in Henderson, is undergoing, which is like downtown Henderson. You've got it undergoing a revitalization with tons of new restaurants and shopping being built here on Water Street. As we move out a little further, we've got Cadence. If you look right up here, we just did a video on Cadence you should check out. Let me put the satellite back on. So you've got here in Cadence, we've got some drone video that's going to show you the Central Park here, and this is a beautiful new master plan community that's being constructed. All of this is new construction going on. If you watch the video that we did, it's only about halfway built out. There's going to be over 12,000 homes in here. So lots of new construction going on right up in here, but there's also some resales that are available back in the original part. Right up here we've got Tuscany and the Chimera Golf Club. And as we work out a little further, we get out to the absolutely gorgeous Lake Las Vegas. The thing about Lake Las Vegas is it's just a little far out. If you are, again, similar to Madera Canyon, if you don't need to commute into work every day, if you are potentially retired, or you're just happy staying at home, it is absolutely gorgeous out here. It feels like a Tuscan village. In fact, we've got right in here, we've got the village of Lake Las Vegas. The bridge here is modeled after a bridge, I believe, in Como, Italy. We've got the gorgeous lake. Over on this side, we've got the South Shore, guard-gated private community. Lots of celebrities live out here. Celine Dion has her home out here. We've got Reflection Bay, Jack Nicklaus Golf Course here. We've got the Westin Lake Las Vegas hotel, and got a beautiful pool here. A lot of people from Las Vegas come and just do like a stake, what we call a staycation, where we come out for the weekend to stay here at the Westin. Still a lot of new construction going on out here in Lake Las Vegas. At the top end here, we've got the 55 plus community, Del Webb at Lake Las Vegas. Absolutely gorgeous, with an unbelievable community center there. So that's Lake Las Vegas. And then let's jump over to Boulder City real quick. So Boulder City, let's zoom out just a little bit. Boulder City sits on the far southeast side of the valley. In fact, you kind of come up and over through Railroad Pass to get out to Boulder City. Boulder City sits out near Hoover Dam and Lake Mead. It is a city of about 15,000 people. It's a quaint little town, absolutely gorgeous little downtown area. We've got several golf courses, shaded tree-lined streets, just a completely different feel. You feel like you're in another world when you go out to Boulder City. Small town living, very, very laid back. In fact, I'm going to be doing a vlog tour video on Boulder City, just showing you everything you could possibly want to know about Boulder City if you're interested in moving there. Keep your eye open for that video coming out soon, where I'm going to take the e-bike out and ride around through the streets, kind of give you a look from ground level. We're going to get the bird up in the air, get Wilson up in the air, fly you around, let you check out everything from above, show you the downtown In fact, let's jump down and let me just show you what downtown looks like. It is a cool little town. Got just that small town feel. I mean, it's just a whole nother world from what it feels like in Las Vegas, and you're only 15-20 minutes away. So there's Boulder City for you. All right, so let's jump back up and take a look. We're going to head over to the northeast side. We got Nellis Air Force Base. If there's any military that are watching this video that are considering or needing to be relocated here to Nellis, first of all, thank you for your service. We're more than happy to help with your relocation if you need to know anything. Just wanted to show you some of the areas that a lot of the military really do like is this whole northeast area right up in here. Let me zoom out just a little bit more and over into Aliante. So let me do it again. So Nellis is here's Nellis Air Force Base right over here. So this whole area in here is very popular with the military families that come here to Nellis. So again, if you need any help with that, hit us up, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Get me out of the way again. I'll close that out. Let's go over to Aliante. Aliante is a beautiful master plan community in North Las Vegas. You've got Aliante Discovery Park right here. You've got Aliante Casino, also owned by Station Casinos. You've got the 55 plus Sun City Aliante right up here. Some beautiful homes, great value up here in this part of North Las Vegas. This area is known as Tule Springs right in here. If you have horses, a lot of this is zoned for equestrian. Quite a bit up in here is some equestrian horse properties, so if that's something that interests you, let us know. Working our way back around to the northwest again. We've got right up here is Sky Canyon that sits right up here. We've got Providence that sits right over here. Centennial Hills kind of sits right in here. We've got the Elkhorn area right over here. Tule Springs right over in here. The cool part about living up in this part of town is you were so close to Mount Charleston. Let me show you just how close we are. In fact, let's go back to the... So again, here's Sky Canyon. Here is Cow Canyon Road. Just literally from, and I'll show you in a minute, where when I moved here in 2005, I lived right here. I could leave my driveway and be up at 8,000 feet in 30 minutes right up here. So here, let's just jump down. Let's take a little peek. You got the resort at Mount Charleston, absolutely gorgeous. It can be 115 degrees in the valley and you come up here and it is 70 degrees. It is just absolutely gorgeous. Whoops, that was a mistake. Let me zoom in a little bit more. I wanted to show you up to the top. We've got the cabins and the lodge at... Now, actually, the lodge, this is an older picture. This burned down, I believe it was a little over a year ago. This was the lodge, and they're rebuilding this now. And then you've got the cabins up here at Mount Charleston. You've got Mary Jane Waterfall hiking right there. Tons of hiking trails. Absolutely beautiful up at Mount Charleston, and you are literally from the northwest side of town. You are less than 30 minutes up to Mount Charleston. Here, I wanted to show you guys where I lived when I moved here, and it's crazy. When we moved here in 05, They had just built this Kohl's shopping center. The Smiths was under construction. Our neighborhood and one other neighborhood were the only ones in this whole part of town. So I lived right off of Farm and Fort Apache, and this was my house right here. Right here, 9391. Let's jump down. Let's go down memory lane here. Uh-oh, I don't think it's gonna let me go down to the street. That's a bummer. Anyway, that was my house when I moved here in 05. I'll walk down memory lane for you guys. So we've kind of circled the city now. We've got downtown Las Vegas. We've got some really cool condos down in downtown Las Vegas. You've got the Arts District. You've got the Container Park. You've got Fremont. You've got just a completely different lifestyle living in downtown Las Vegas. And then last but not least, we've got the high rises along the strip. We've got tons of different high rises. So if that's your vibe, we can certainly help you find a condo along the strip. We've got several amazing high-rise towers along the strip to consider as well. All right, that wraps up our full map tour of Las Vegas and the surrounding communities. Before we go, I wanted to tell you one thing though. If you're planning a trip to town and you'd like to explore around, I wanted to tell you about our brand new self-guided GPS tour that we just launched. Check out this video where we introduced it just the other day. What we have done is we've broken the city up into 8 different tours. You pick a tour, you can then pick a destination on the tour, pick either the Google map or the Apple map. It pulls right up on your phone and you follow the GPS directions to that spot. There's a more info button that tells you lots of information on each of the destinations on the tour. You can then just pick the next spot on the tour, hit the map again, and it takes you right there. It's a great way to learn about Las Vegas and the surrounding areas, so check that out. And tell you what, when you get ready to make your move here, hit us up. We are here working our butts off days, nights, and weekends. We got your back with everything you need when you're moving here to Las Vegas. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or our favorite, schedule a Zoom call so we can help you make that smooth move to Las Vegas. And again, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like button, which helps us and the channel with more people just like you that are looking to make the move here to Las Vegas. Until next time, in the next video, we'll see you around town. Bye-bye.